In this video, I'll be taking a look at what you could expect as we head into Veterans Day weekend. Will a slight warm-up be in store, or will cold and dreary weather conditions take over? We'll be breaking that all down coming up in this video. Howdy y'all, and welcome. We're going to start off looking at what kind of temperatures you could expect for the next couple weeks. Now, of course, in the last video, I talked about how cold Halloween got, and it did. So I hope y'all bundled up and enjoyed trick-or-treating, because it was downright cold. Now, that's a stark contrast of what today's going to be, because today's going to be really nice. You can see 80-degree temperatures as far north as northern Indiana. So go out there and enjoy these nice temperatures while they last. And make sure you go put up any Christmas decorations that you have, if you have any. And don't kick the plastic Santa or the plastic reindeer out of frustration. I understand. I get it. But don't do it. It's not nice. But looks like this warm air ain't going to last all that long, because it looks like some frigid air is going to be moving through later tonight into Thursday morning. And of course, the warm air is going to be making a slight comeback, and back and forth temperatures are going to be in store for the next couple weeks. Some nice air pushing towards the north and some cold air further south. We're going to be in this back and forth pattern for the next couple weeks. But up here in the northwest part of the country, you're all going to remain in this little chilly pattern. So if you like the chilly air and you live over here in the eastern part of the country, it looks like you're out of luck. But don't worry, because chilly air will be here soon. But if you live up here in the northwest and you like the chilly air, just go out there and enjoy it, because it looks like it's going to be sticking around for quite some time. And it's pretty much the I don't know what to wear kind of air out here in the central and eastern part of the country. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the temperature anomalies. This determines our above and below average temperature trends. Now, of course, today, you can see that we're below average out west and up here in the northeast, while we're over here in the central part of the country, we are above average. If we push this forward, we're going to be coming into sort of a below average trend for much of the southern, eastern, and northeastern part of the country, while the western part of the country is getting in on some above average temperatures. As we push this further into the future, this is going to change. As you can see, way above average temperatures are going to be expected over here in the central and northern part of the country. It's going to remain that way for quite some time as well. Except for down here from California, Arizona, Nevada, and Utah, y'all are going to be below average. Now, of course, we can't just rely on the model data. We got to look at the Climate Protection Center, where it looks like everybody's going to be near normal or above average, except for up here in Maine, where y'all are going to be experiencing some below average temperatures. As we head off into next week, we can see it's just about the same, really. Much of the country is going to be above average or near normal, except for down here from California, Nevada, and Arizona and Utah, where y'all going to be below average. Now, of course, y'all probably wondering why we're going to be experiencing these warm temperatures. And I'm going to show you something we call the 500 millibar height anomaly map. If you're new here, this basically determines our troughing and ridging patterns. The blues are the troughs, and the reds and oranges are the ridges. Basically, the ridges bring the nice warm temperatures in most cases, and the blues are the troughs, which usually bring the colder and rainier and snowier conditions. If we push further into the future, we can see a little trough and low pressure system moving towards the east. And it looks like a major ridge is going to be setting in by the 13th, with a little trough setting in over here in the southwestern part of the country where the colder air is. Now, it's been pretty dry for much of the southeastern part of the country, and as we can see on the drought map, we can see really much of the country is pretty downright dry. And we had some wildfire conditions happening over here in North Carolina and parts of Tennessee as well. And really to take a look at if there's going to be any relief in the drought cloud conditions. Look at the 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook over here in the eastern part of the country. Now, I will show the rest of the country here in a little bit, but as far as drought-like conditions go, it looks like no relief is in sight for the next 6 to 10 days. But the next 8 to 14 days head off in the next week, it looks like, well, the precipitation is going to be making a comeback. Now, as we take a look at the simulated radar, we can see really much of the country is going to be relatively dry today, except for over here out west, where you're going to be dealing with a lot of snowfall, and up here by Wisconsin and Michigan, and even up by Canada as well, you'll be getting in on some precipitation as well as some snowfall as well. As we push further into the future, into Thursday, we can see we're going to be dealing with some freezing rain and sleet potentially over here in New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and a lot of snowfall up by Canada. And even some drought relief as well over here, probably the eastern part of the country. As we take a look at the freezing rain totals, we can see that we're definitely going to be getting freezing rain on Thursday. So just please be careful if you have to head out on the roads. And as far as snowfall goes, We can see we're going to be getting about a dusting as well. So again, like I said earlier, please be careful on the road if you have to get out, because you could be dealing with a lot of freezing rain and some snowfall on top of that. And it looks like we're going to be getting in on some drought relief as well if you live down here in the southeastern part of the country, as well as some potential severe weather down here in southeastern Texas, and even down here by Louisiana and Mississippi as well by the 14th. We are in that second severe weather season, so please be aware of that. And I will be on here if there is any severe weather, breaking it all down for y'all and keeping y'all safe. So make sure you are subscribed down below so you never miss an upload, because here at Wayne's Weather, we make weather forecasting fun and informative. Looks like Florida is getting hammered with a lot of rainfall, as well as the western part of the country, where it looks like an atmospheric river kind of conditions are going to be in store. As we rewind this, we can see a lot of precipitations going to be in store out west, including a lot of snowfall as well. And this leads us into our 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. We can see really much of the country is going to be below average, except for the southwestern part of the country, where you're all going to be coming in on some above average precipitation. Next 8 to 14 days, looks like above average precipitation is expected for much of the country. So definitely some drought relief is in store. And of course, let's go ahead and take a look at what kind of tropical storms are going to be out there since hurricane season is really done. Looks like not much is going to go on at all out there, so that's good. If you stayed this far in the video, I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek at what you could expect on Turkey Day. I'll give you a Turkey Day outlook forecast. Push this forward to Turkey Day. You're watching the Packers beat up on the Lions, heading out to your grandparents' house or wherever y'all go on Turkey Day, getting into those turkey comas. You can see over here from Utah up into Wyoming into Colorado and Nevada, y'all gonna be dealing with some snowfall, so please be careful if you have to head out there to your grandparents or anywhere you have to travel to go eat some turkey. If you live over here from Tennessee up in the West Virginia up in the mountains, y'all will be dealing with a lot of rainfall, but really much of the country is going to be relatively dry on Turkey Day at 1 o'clock, and we head off into around 7 o'clock. Y'all are heading home from grandma's house or anywhere you go. Looks like just about the same, really. More snowfall occurring over here in Colorado and Utah. A lot more rainfall occurring over here out east. Now, of course, if you are heading out Black Friday shopping way early in the morning around 1 o'clock, this is as far as the GFS will go. But if you are heading out, hit Black Friday shopping, knocking people over for those laptops or TVs, that looks like we're going to be coming into some snowfall over here in Colorado again. But really, most of the country is going to be relatively dry, though. As far as temperatures go, let's go and take a look at those while we're at it. As you're heading out to your grandparents' house or wherever you go, it looks like the southern half of the country from Southern California into Alabama and Georgia and South Carolina, it looks like 70-degree temperatures are going to be in store, but really much of the country is going to be relatively frigid out. You're heading back home, it looks like really frigid air is going to be in store for the Northwest, while some nice temperatures are going to be in store for the southern half of the country. You're heading out Black Friday shopping, just please bundle up. So it looks like a slight warm-up is going to be making a comeback for the next couple weeks into Veterans Day as well, so go out and enjoy Veterans Day, and make sure you go thank a veteran as well, because without these veterans, we wouldn't enjoy the freedoms that we take for granted each and every day. And if you are a veteran watching this, thank you for your service and thank you for protecting our great country. And as far as the drought goes, it looks like there's not going to be hardly any relief except for until the end of the month, where we're going to be dealing with a lot of rain. It looks like above average precipitation is going to be in store. And this could lead to some severe weather as well down by Louisiana up into Mississippi, so please be aware of this, and I will be on here keeping y'all informed if this severe weather does occur. And make sure you are subscribed with bell notifications turned on down below so you never miss an upload, because here at Wayne's Weather, we make weather forecasting fun and informative. So if you liked the video, please make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below like I said earlier. And I forgot to mention, with these warm temperatures, go out there and make sure you put up some Christmas decorations and don't kick plastic Santa and plastic reindeer like Griswold out of frustration. I understand sometimes Christmas decorations don't work and you get frustrated, but don't do it because it's not nice. Make sure you hit that like button and that share button as well down below so we can reach more people, so more people are informed about the weather. And make sure you leave some constructive feedback in the comment section down below. I read each and every one of y'all's comments. Feedback helps provide you, the viewer, more informative and better content in the future. I appreciate y'all for leaving constructive feedback down below. So like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, never stop forecasting.